What
Hi.
is happening now? The Brothers Murph are back is what's
The
happening.
Brothers Murph are back.
Top of the morning, if it's morning to
They didn't
you.
fire us quite yet.
If you're European or beyond, it ain't morning. But for us, this is the first cup of coffee. That's what's going on right
This is.
here.
I
First cup of right here.
woke
Nick.
up a little bit late. So I usually have a cup of coffee before
I'm
I come
professional.
Here. I know. I did. Wait a little. I'm here on time.
I woke up later, but I also don't have to commute to work. I'm
That's
at
true.
work.
That's true. I usually have a cup of coffee before I come here, and then
No cup before.
no cup before today. No,
So that's why you crawled in along the floor like a caterpillar.
Yeah, exactly.
You hadn't had any energy yet.
Well, usually I have a cup and make breakfast. I get up.
You make a big
I brush my
4
teeth.
full potatoes.
Yeah, 4 full potatoes.
Hash browns as well, which
Yeah.
is a vibe. They are different.
And
but
half
it's
a
a
rack of
vibe.
lamb, yeah. Every morning, you know. No, I get up, I brush my teeth, and then I put on my coffee, and then I brush my teeth, and then I get my cup of coffee and make breakfast, and then I
What do you typically do for breakfast?
do like egg in a window.
Okay, cool.
Something
I
easy.
did egg in a
quick.
window the other day because you
Great.
mentioned it, and I was like, that might be one
You
of
know,
the
egg
best
in a window. It's one of the best
breakfasts
breakfasts ever. It's so egg in a window. You don't know what it is. You take a piece of bread.
You'll
You
call
cut
it
out-
toad in a hole, which I don't understand.
I don't get
but
that one at all.
egg in a
You
window
cut out a
is-
little circle in the bread, and then you put the bread with some butter in a pan, and then you crack the egg in the little window, and then you flip it over at some point, and it's great because it's just an egg and toast.
Yeah,
But it's all-
you can let it all run up into it. So I discovered the coolest thing yesterday. We've been talking about food on our streams, by the way. We're the Brothers.
We're the Brothers Murph.
if you
Hi,
don't
by the
know.
way.
Sorry about that. I'm Mike. That's Nick right
Glad.
there.
And we will play this game.
We
in a
will
second.
play this game in a second.
up,
But first,
Deadpan?
we're
How
going
you
to
doing,
talk
baby?
about what's up, Dead Man. We're going to talk about eggs in the window. So I made a discovery yesterday.
What do you do?
On the back of your suggestion about eggs and windows. I was like, eggs and windows. Karen, we're going to do this for breakfast. So we each had 2. Now, this only works if you do 2, but if you do 2, what you do is you stack the bread and then you go to make the cut. And you really kind of push it. Don't try to twist it. Kind of smush it through. Then flip it over and complete it. And what will happen is the center part of the bread, which I do hope you toast up and eat as well. It's part of the meal. It becomes almost like an Uncrustable where it sort of fuses together and makes this big puffed up piece of bread. And then you toast that bad boy in the pan as you cook. It's just a delightful little centerpiece because you got a crispy outside, nice soft middle. And I was just like, I think it might be a Michelin star chef. I discovered
That's
something incredible here. It was so good.
So you had 2 pieces of bread with 1 egg?
No, so I'm making 2 separate eggs in a window, but then I keep the little center, the donut hole part. That part of
I
it, it
see.
becomes
I
like
usually
the
eat
2.
that once I cut it out.
Oh, no, you got to
Just
toast
plain
that thing
bread.
up as part of the meal.
Oh, no, I just eat it. It's part of the meal. I just eat it beforehand.
No, part of the meal, man.
Oh, man.
You let that become like this super. It's like your super toast on the side. You fry that up in the pan.
Yeah.
I was like, this is amazing.
That's good. That's a good idea. Yeah.
Because this little puffed up looks like a little spaceship.
No, totally.
It's
Yeah,
amazing.
Yeah, I love that. That's a good idea. Yeah, so that's my usual breakfast because it's quick, it's easy.
It is like a bread biscuit. Yeah, exactly. It kind of goes thick like a bisque.
Kind of like, yeah. But I really, it's quick, it's easy. And then I usually will put on like...
I'm a yogurt and
I'll put
granola
on
guy.
Skip and Shannon. I usually...
Well, listen, I'll be honest. I'm in
Yogurt and
undisputed in
granola
the
is like
morning.
if it's like 7 or 8 and I don't want to like eat,
Okay.
but I'm hungry.
Yeah.
And particularly, I tend to get a sweet tooth like at night.
So you're talking about 7 or 8 at night.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. So
I thought you meant like it's too early in the morning to
no.
cook. I got you.
Yeah, for some reason, granola, I don't really like it in the morning for whatever reason. So like if I'm like kind of hungry and I want something really sweet at like this, then I'll get like yogurt,
Has
granola.
anyone after 9 been like, I guess I'll have some kale? Sounds great. I'm like,
That sounds great.
No.
Yeah, and so
that's a smart way to go about that. It's like it'll feed because it'll give you the sense of there's actual sugar there, but like it'll satisfy that feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah, yogurt and granola is just so good. It's so yummy.
It's so good.
Rare says 2 eggs with 3.4 pieces of egg, 5 grains of salt, 5 individual grains, but it's kosher salt, so it's a little bit bigger,
real chunky.
and so it
It's
goes
like rock
a long
salt
way.
they use for making ice cream.
Yes, 5 of those. They do not dissolve into the egg.
They sure don't.
Get a nice crunchy.
What everyone have for
salty bite
breakfast this
once in a while.
morning? Let us know. Bam. And we're gonna play Founders of Teotihuacan as well.
We are going to play some Founders of Teotihuacan, but in the morning time, you like to talk about breakfast. I haven't had neither of us have had our breakfast yet.
I don't
like to stream on empty
generally-
stomachs. We're the most alert.
Yeah, I don't generally eat breakfast, to be completely honest. I have more reason because I'm like, I'm in my new place. I'm like, I'm gonna cook breakfast.
I know.
That's honestly
fun,
the entire
isn't it?
reason.
Yeah,
Like,
but it's kind of fun, right?
Then I put on Skip and Shannon, and then I,
Get some Undisputed in.
listen to two buffoons talk about sports.
It's like, hey, Guess what? They're going to talk about Tom Brady today. And you're like,
And
whoa!
LeBron. Like, cover anyone else. I will say that. About Steve John, cover anyone else.
The thing is, though, this is like one thing that Colin Cowherd talked about at one point. He was talking about, I don't know, 5 years ago or something. He used to talk a lot about baseball more during the season.
Yeah.
During the season. And he got firm feedback from the audience, everyone. They said, like, no.
Talk about LeBron.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't care. And so I really think, like, as I'm sure that they want us to diversify, but like I think they're like, no one cares.
Yeah,
no
unless
one.
we're talking about the Lakers or
No
Tom
one
Brady.
cares.
No one cares. Yeah. Yeah.
And so they're like, we do need to sell ads for the show. But it is always just like
You're hearing echoes at Starbucks.
echoes.
Echoes? Anyone else hearing echoes?
Starbuck, are you okay? Lay down on the floor. Maybe it's with because we're going into a call.
Let us know. Everyone else.
Do let us
someone
know.
else said echo as well. Did it just start, or has it always been?
Did it
this way?
begin just a second ago? I imagine if we've been echoing the whole time, we've heard before. Yes, echo. Okay.
Echo.
We'll try to get that
Echo.
sorted out.
I mean, on our end, our sound is the same as it's always been.
I updated it. It should be fixed now.
Okay, cool. Good. Okay, so it wasn't us.
So
Everyone
what
blame
we're
Rainer,
doing, because
please.
normally this is our normal stream setup. If you're not familiar with us, this is what
Check
our normal
out
stream
the
looks like. But
Brothers
we've actually
Murph.
beamed our stream to Rainer,
Yes,
who's
indeed.
beaming it to you. So you know how things go when you're
It's a thing now.
skipping
It's all
bits of
weird.
the internet about.
Yeah, it's going over to Poland, back to Utah. It's crazy. You know, all over the place.
You know how it is.
You know how it is. What's up, Starbuck? We have played this game with Starbuck before.
We have, but now we have it IRL. How exciting!
But fun.
We're going to play this for you. So this is Founders of Teotihuacan. If you were watching Board&Dice's coverage yesterday, they were talking about this during their kind of sort of announcements about what's coming up with Board&Dice. Y'all are busy.
Yes.
Y'all are very busy people. You got a lot coming up.
Be coming up.
Um,
Your mic's about to fall off. Just push it back in its little cradle. Ooh, that was the echo.
But this is the world premiere of sorts of a playthrough IRL physical playthrough of this game, which is it's not a prequel to Teotihuacan, they say, but it is set prior to the events of Teotihuacan, where you kind of have a city and they're building it up and stuff. This is us building the city, this is like before you have the Great Pyramid. This is just the beginnings of this,
Yeah.
And so it's kind of set prior, but it's a completely different game. It's a tile laying game, ultimately. As you see, we got polyomino tiles here.
We do.
And it's puzzly because you have
It's a
this whole
tough
thing, as
puzzle.
you'll see, where you need resources. We got wood, stone, and gold, the classics, the backbone of Board&Dice right there.
That's some real talk.
And you need to get those available to you. So you have these production buildings. You have gold, wood, and stone buildings that will produce those resources based on the empty spaces around them. So just for example, if I pop this like so, say I did this and this was a legal move, we're mid-game. Basically, any orthogonally adjacent empty space will produce a resource on it. So you kind of like want to put them in open spaces, because like right here, this is not open. I couldn't pop this down right there. So I'm losing a stone effectively by placing it there. And so you want to place it in so that you get all these open spots for your resources. And then once you have some resources, you start to spend those resources to build temple tiles, pyramid tiles, and the like. So it kind of has this like flow to it. So it's kind of interesting. You have to build up the infrastructure for the city prior to actually building up, the parts that we care about, the temples and such.
Tough puzzle. It's a really tough
so you kind of
puzzle.
have this thing of like, you want things to be sort of, and a lot of times in polyomino tile games, like a patchwork or something, you want to build it as tight and like confined and perfect as you can. And you don't want to get stuck with no ability to build here. So you want to have that in the back of your mind as well. But you need that open space for the production buildings. But then there's also the added puzzle of, later on, I'm going to go to build this thing, and like, which resources specifically do I take off? Because if I were to cover up this space with a building, I'm going to lose that resource.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, well, let me use this stone to build so I can open up that space. So you kind of have this, like, want to keep it open, but you kind of want to build it tight. And you also have your architect here that's going to be wandering around your board, which will dictate which kind of half of the board you can build in at any one time. And it's just, it's interesting the way it kind of plays with, we always like games that do that, where they play with like pulling you in multiple directions. It's well, you want to build it nice and open and loose, but you don't want it to be too loose. You want to be nice and covered and tight because you ultimately want to cover up these mask spots and stuff like that. So you're like, it's got a lot of
it's got a lot going on.
stuff to consider.
But yeah, but it's you said it's set in the same universe as Teotihuacan, but they're not similar at all.
Exactly. Yeah. There'll be no dice being
no rondelled.
This guy's a little wrong. He's going around like a
yeah, that's true.
That's about it.
Starbucks said, I think I like this game better than Teo, actually, though very different games. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah.
Very different games indeed. Yeah.
They are very different. But
this is a more accessible game than Teotihuacan, just in terms of it's lighter, but it's not light. So like, we played this last night with my wife, and I was just like, yeah, it's lighter than Teotihuacan because she's never played it, but she knows that we really like that game, and it's a bigger game than I think she cares to play. It's like, yeah, this is gonna be like lighter than Teotihuacan. She's like, I'm in. And as we're explaining the rules, I was like, it's not a 5-minute filler game.
Yeah.
And so her eyes are kind of going all wide and stuff. And then she ultimately did very well and almost won, came in a close second. So but yeah, I was just like, yeah, so it's like it's a nice beefy game, but it's more, along that kind of 45 minutes to an hour, depending on player count and of course speed of play and stuff. So you get a lot done in a short period of time.
Yeah. What's up, Chopper Dan?
What's up, Chopper Dan? Shoot.
Chopper Dan.
Yeah. Are we ready to set up, we think?
I believe so.
Let's do it, man. So we're going to take you through the whole game, setup and all. So to set up, we're each going to have 3 pyramid tiles because in addition to doing these production buildings, these temple tiles and stuff, we'll have a chance to put out pyramid tiles and kind of start to build up this pyramid in the center, which is going to give you your main hit of end game scoring. You ultimately want to try to match up in different zones of your board. If you have like a blue pyramid tile, you want to have blue temples over there because that's going to score. Then as you build up your pyramid, it's going to give you more access to different things. You even have like these ones right here, which actually spill into both zones. So if there's red temple tiles over here, those will score for this one. There's red temples over here, they'll score for this pyramid. So you can kind of really start to mix stuff up, and then you'll have a couple opportunities potentially to actually build up a level, which now if we had something right here and there's a red temple tile, that'll be like over here. That'll be worth 3 points for this one because it's up a level, and then this one would score 2 points for it normally. So you can really get it building, which is sweet. So not to get ahead of ourselves, but we can do some initial setup where we have 3 of these to start on. We're going to choose where we want to place them. We're going to be covering up bonuses. And we're playing on the side of the boards that are all the same, but the back sides of the boards, you can have some variety in terms of where the bonuses are and stuff like that. So if you want to have like, well, I don't want to each have the exact same setup on the pyramid side of things, you can get yourself some asymmetry there. But we'll say on the standard side.
So now we're going to put out our 3 tiles. We will get the bonuses. So whenever you put a pyramid tile on the bottom floor, you will get that bonus. Normally, whenever you're placing any tiles on your board, you have to go within your architect's reach. And so your architect is this bing bong right here. And this architect can essentially reach the 2 quadrants on their side and the 6 pyramid tiles spots on their side. Yeah. So in this case, I could build
above this middle, the center line.
Yeah, like I could build here, or in these 6, but then every round your architect is going to move. And then now I can only build on these spots, and your architect's going to move. And
there will be some point in the game where you will forget where your architect is, and you have this whole plan. You're like,
oh, my architect's not there.
I can't do any of that. That's my biggest thing in this game to try to remember is like, pay attention. And the thing is, like, it's not like they're where they're going. They go in a very well-ordered manner.
Yes,
so
it is.
Just plan for that, Michael.
Very clear. Although in the very, very beginning of the game, when we place these out, when we get these tiles to put down, we don't have to follow our architect's reach for the very, very first setup.
You kind of free reign to start.
One thing that is very, very important is when you cover something up, you are not allowed to cover up any mask places. The mask spots, whenever you cover up all of one color of a mask, this group right here, you then get to get a mask of that color.
Because they are more valuable the earlier you get to
Indeed.
those masks.
So you can't cover up in the very beginning because then everyone would just get all the masks like right away. And it also people get masks at the same time, which wouldn't really work. It would kind of break things. So you don't have to follow your architect's reach in the very, very beginning, but you cannot cover up any mask spots. Although resources can always go on top of masks because resources aren't really covering a spot; they're just there.
We have someone in the chat say that this board looks like a mini-sized version of Teotihuacan.
It kind of does.
It's the same shape and everything. And the art and stuff, you have like the masks and things. You have that kind of overlap in the stylings.
Thanks for that gifted sub, Starbuck.
Thank you for that gifted sub, Starbuck. Slivers out here.
Steve said, hello. Said, have fun. Family Zoom time. We'll watch later. Steve, we'll see you later.
Steve, and we'll see you real soon physically too. Rainer says, this bing bong right here, love it. That should be an official component name. Listen, we have
We'll
taken
take a credit in the
if you have
rulebook.
an AI character, a neutral character. A lot of times, in the past we default to call it the dummy character.
Yeah.
And we're like,
They're
well,
not stupid. They're
they're
just a bing
not
bong.
dumb. They're
They're just
just
a bing bong.
automated, and so we call them a bing bong.
They're a bing bong.
It's like, well, that's the bing bong character. So, this is an automated piece of the game, so we'll call it a bing
It's a
bong.
bing bong. Okay, so now we can place out our
Where are you gonna place?
pieces.
What to do?
I am Corbin Dallas. I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna get a orange temple right here. I'm gonna go ahead and pop this orange temple down. Let's just go right here.
So you're going for the double score. Oh,
Go for the double score. So now I know at the very, very least, here's the thing, fam. At the very, very least, I'm gonna get 2 points at the end of the game. I will have at least 2 points at the end of the game.
That's it.
Because this temple is in the quadrant assist. I'll get at least 2 points.
You're not going to walk out of this game scoreless, man.
I am not. Thank the Lord. And then let's go ahead and get a gold building.
Yeah.
These will come directly from the supply.
Correct.
And let's go ahead and put. Ooh, where to put? See, one thing is you kind of want it to be open all the way around. Let's go here, and then what I'm gonna do is again surround this in all the orthogonally adjacent sides with gold, and this is where you're gonna pick up resources. Also, whenever you're using resources to pay for stuff, your architect's reach doesn't matter.
Yeah,
you can
pull
grab resources from anywhere.
You're calling it in. You're like, bring over some gold stat.
Indeed.
But
it's back in the Teotihuacan time, so it's like a can with a
just
string.
people screaming.
Tell Jam to bring gold.
Got it, Jam! And just, yelling block by block. Jam! Bring the gold! And then his telephones, it comes back with something completely different. You're like, that's not
And let's go
Jam.
here and get some stone. Yeah, give it 2 stone.
2. Oh, see.
2 stone.
I'm tempted
That
to
way
go all
you-
production buildings to start.
Resource buildings are great because that's how you use to build stuff, but they don't give you anything at the end of the game. So it's kind of like this weird, tough balance.
And this was something we kind of discovered as we were playing this last night. I was like, you don't want
excess resources.
No.
Want because you essentially
use what
wasted
you
them.
get.
Yeah.
And if you take time to get these buildings and they don't use those resources, then you wasted your action discs. And so you gotta
the action selection system is kind of interesting. We'll talk about once we start the game. But I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I don't know if that's good. I feel like the original placement of your temple, of your pyramid pieces are probably very important, and I'm kind of winging it all the time.
So Nick, I'm gonna go here for my first one. I'm gonna put my red temple pyramid tile here.
Mike's red temple pyramid tile.
I could not be more clear.
You heard it here, fam.
And I'm gonna pop this. Again, you really want to float in open space. I'm gonna go right here with my stone building. And again, you can cover up masks with resources because that's not actually taking up that space. It's just a sort of a placeholder that doesn't block you placing anything. If ever you place something over there, you'll lose that resource or.
So yes, first mistakes of the game.
Wait, listen here. You gotta know that.
And Chopper Dan, yes, you can never remove tiles, as far as we know, at least. Yes.
No.
Cannot remove tiles.
Going to.
Yeah, so that's there. So you also don't want to like box yourself in, but you also like, I put these kind of in the middle, which is not really great for building around them. But if I put this on the side, then these spots right here aren't going to get resources. So it's kind of like, where do you put them? Where do you put them?
So I'm going to go here, pop this down right here, and take one of these bonus tiles.
The worship tiles.
These worship tiles.
And then these you'll be able to use throughout the game.
Yeah.
You basically turn them in either to get stuff, like that one gives Mike a building and 3 points, or a lot of times.
You can't just use them willy-nilly, though.
Yeah, a lot of times, particularly the blue ones will have, if you have these buildings in your thing, you will score this amount of points kind of thing. So, a legacy game.
Then finally, I'm going to go down here and cover up this spot, which will give me a red temple tile. And I'm going to get red temple tile.
Wow, Mike, original.
I'm going to pop this right here so it leans into both sides so I can score it twice, baby. Well, that's getting a little funky, isn't it? I'll leave it. It's fine. Oh, God. You can cover every masks, right? Okay, we're good.
You will score that twice. So Mike's got at least 4 points.
Basically, game down. Thanks for joining us, everybody. I win 4-2.
Hey, you said you can go all resource buildings. You only got 1.
I got a plan.
Mike's got a plan. Okay, so now we're going into the action
Not a great
selection
plan.
system, which is kind of interesting. So there are these spots on here, and you'll basically put discs down on these spots, and you can either do the top action, which is going to be building tiles, or the bottom action, which are influence actions, which will
scroll right here.
which will scroll or hammer. So that's always how they're signified.
Yeah.
And then again, up here is where you build resource buildings. Down below, you can basically put resources around your existing buildings or get these little one-fers. Mike, you want to show a little one-fer? You can get a little one-fer.
This is a small little production building.
You can get 2 of those. And here you can build the temple tiles, or you can use one of your worship tiles. That's how you use your worship tile. You have to do an influence action. Or over here, you can build pyramid tiles or move up here, which will essentially just give you points and allow you to kind of switch out some of your
So I didn't think about this,
tiles.
that the hammer, that you can do any of the top
Yes, you can.
actions. Yesterday I was doing all of these because I needed to, but
Yes.
I'm like, ooh, I could get a little wild.
So you can see on these discs too, there are also some bonuses. And so if you're the first person to place on that disc, you get that bonus. Sometimes they're points and a resource. Sometimes, like this case, it's a
Get an
building
extra
action. So you can do
action.
2 building actions or 1 and 1. These are influence actions. These ones increase the strength.
And as you can see in a 2-player game, you only have 2 discs out, but in 3 and 4, you'll have 3 discs. So it's kind of interesting in this. It's like there's going to be some that are gone, so
Yeah.
the mix of things is interesting. And we're going to reshuffle these every round.
Yes.
So these bonuses will not always be in this column or that
even the
column.
same, yeah.
Or
Let me
even the
just
same in the case of the
realize.
2-player.
Well, that's perfect.
Nice.
You can punch in a little bit.
Oh,
So yeah, you can
punch
see
in.
them there. So now how this game works in terms of what you can grab is all it has to do with strength. So right now, each of these spots has 1 strength because there's 1 disc. The bonus disc counts as a strength. So if I put a disc here, I now have 2 strength. And that's going to kind of dictate what you can do when it comes to building.
It's going to dictate costs and
Yeah.
what you can take. Yep.
So in this case, this piece right here is 2 spaces long. So it takes 2 strength to take that. But this one takes 3, these ones take 4. So if I wanted one of those, I could go like boom and put down 3 of my discs. And now I have 4 strength. I can grab whatever I want. The cool thing is if Mike went here afterwards, it doesn't matter what color disc is there. The strength counts. Except for going there afterwards, you don't get the bonus. You only get the bonus if you went there first.
Thank you, Rainer, for mentioning that. If you pre-ordered this game, which is available at boardanddice.com right now, you get promo action bonuses. So you get
And it's just our faces.
little these just gone.
It's like, and like, what does this do? They're like, dude, we don't even know.
You got to
Whatever you want.
You got to ask them. So yeah, you can pre-order this game right now, and you'll get bonus promo if you do. Go to boardanddice.com right now. Do that.
Board&Dice.edu.
Yeah.
Indeed. And so that's how the strength and action work. The strength of your action only counts for building stuff. The influence action doesn't
Never
matter.
matters what
Never
the strength
matters.
is. Yeah, you can always do that, but you're choosing to do this instead of that. Unless you're taking
Indeed.
this bonus, in which case you could do both.
So what do I want to do, Mikey?
Get wrecked.
Get yourself.
May you find yourself most wrecked.
Okay. Ooh.
I'm
I'm gonna go. Let's do some dumb guy stuff.
Yeah, I respect it.
I'm gonna go here.
Going influence right away, hey? So if Nick does this, you're going to get an influence action from the bonus, but you could then do 2 influence actions or a build
And
of
these
the
bonus
temple tile
actions
and
you
an
can
influence.
do before your main action or after. I'm gonna do mine after.
And normally you're, again, beholden to whatever section you're putting your disc on. But if you get one of these, or this for that matter, you can do it from anywhere.
which
It doesn't
is
matter
pretty
where
sweet.
your disc is from that turn, which is cool.
So I'm gonna go here. So
Okay.
I put down 2 discs. So I have
Oh, I see.
3 strength. I'm actually gonna get one of these orange buildings right here. So in this case, it costs 1 stone and 1 gold. And then this one in this kind of little gray circle here is what you have to pay extra if your strength doesn't match what you're trying to get. Over here, you have to have the strength to get it. Here, you cannot have enough strength,
Got to be able to
but
pay.
you got to pay extra. So in this case, this is 5 spots big. I only have 3, so I'm gonna pay 2 extra stone. But I have some extra stone, so I'm gonna
So
do
you're
it.
gonna pay a stone, a gold, and then 2 more stones.
Exactly. So I'll do a stone, and these can come from anywhere. A gold. Oh, Mikey, I did it. Hold on.
What'd you do? Your architect's up here.
My architect's here. I was gonna build it down here. My architect's up here. I'm probably not gonna do that. I did the exact thing that we literally said, hey, make sure you pay attention.
Pay attention.
Here's the thing. I'll do.
It's so easy to forget because you're just thinking about like, I'm gonna do this thing and that thing. You got to think ahead. You got to plan.
Okay, here. I'll do this instead.
Think
Okay,
about it. In 2 turns, Nick, they'll be down there and you can.
they
do
will.
it then.
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this instead. I'm still gonna go here. Same thing, kind of.
You can do
I
blue.
am going to do this influence action before my main action. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get 2 of these little buildings because I'm going to build a blue, but I need
Do you
some
want
wood.
2 stone, 2 wood, or a
Give
mix?
me 2 wood.
2 wood buildings.
Now these can each, if you place them right, produce 4 wood, which is really nice.
The influence actions doesn't matter where your architect is, so I can put them anywhere. Doesn't really. I'm just gonna put one like here, kind of.
Oh, including placing those?
I believe so, right? I believe any influence action doesn't matter if you're architect. Rainer, let me know if I'm wrong.
That's right.
And yell at me if I am.
Scream at him if you must.
I'm just gonna put this here. Actually, that's stupid. That's a dumb idea. It's probably like, where do I want to put these and not like block myself out horrendously?
Block yourself out.
Boop, boop, boop.
Interesting.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, all influence actions do not matter with your architect's reach. Okay, so I did that. Check it right now. Okay, yeah, I'm not sure. They are placing tiles. Let me know. I can move this one if need be. But so now I did my influence action, which was the bonus, and now I'm going to grab a blue temple.
I like what you've done here.
I like what you've done here. So that's going to cost me 2 stone. I have 3 strength, but I need 4, so I'll have to pay an extra wood. So I'm going to go 2 stone and a wood. And now I can grab this blue temple tile. And again, I have to put it somewhere over here. Although I do have
it must be placed within your architect's reach
in
bold.
Well, I'll do that then. Makes no difference.
Same difference.
And I'm going to go here. And that way, again, both these are over that. And that will score me some pints. And then also, whenever you take a temple color, you get a worship tile of that same color. So in this case, this one right here, I would need to have one of each 3 building, like these 3 resource buildings. I'll get 5 points, or 2 of the big ones. I don't love either of those.
I'm gonna have already one of
this one. Yeah, so I'm gonna do this one. Yeah.
So the blue ones are typically based on like what's on your
what's
board.
In your area.
The green will be pay some amount of stuff to get some amount of stuff, and then the red is kind of a mix. Yeah.
Okay, so never mind, I lied. These ones, if you're placing tiles, they have to be.
I think outside of the initial setup, you must always be beholden to your.
But usually with everything else, the influence action, your architect doesn't matter. So at the end of my turn, very important, you got to remember, boop, to move your architect over.
Sorry, the architect doesn't matter.
Oh, they don't matter.
Wow, they're just planning the whole dang city. The lights go down in the city. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna go here so I can do like 2 builds. I'm gonna put down 2 discs, which gives me 3 strongs.
And each spot can only have 4 discs, by the way. That's the maximum, including the bonuses. The bonuses always counts.
All right, boom. I'm gonna take this for 1, and my architect is over here. So I think I'll go like so, and produce just a bunch of gold. We out here living in the gold world, barber. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 blam. Bam, bam, blam. I'm gonna do that. Then I could do a second build, and I could do, No, I'm gonna hold off. I'm gonna do another production building.
Wow.
I'll do a wood, so I got a little bit of everything.
What a bad idea.
Probs. I just want to have resources. What I thought about was like I could probably get this like red temple. Man, maybe I should though.
I've done this instead, Mikey. Just flip this.
Yeah.
Mirror this.
Oh gosh, I'm already torn up about it, huh? 3. I'd have to pay 3 stone and a gold to do that.
Wow.
Let's do it, man. I'm changing my mind, people. With the bonus build, I'm instead going to build one of these red temple tiles. So again, I have a strength of 3, so I have to pay a stone and a gold for sure. Then I have to cover 2 more strength, and I'll pay 2 more stone. Okay, check this out, man. I'm gonna take this. Oh, sorry, I already took mine. I'm gonna go here though, Nick, because Nick, what I'm doing is I'm linking both of these are in both sections.
Yeah, it's 4 points right there.
Building for the
8 points right there.
future.
Yeah, that's a good amount. That's what I wanted to do down here, but then I realized my architect was on the other side of the city. I was literally gonna do the exact same thing.
Well, you'll have your chance.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've done 2 builds. I think that's it for me. So my architect moves, and it's Nick's turn.
Okay. What to do here?
Get wrecked.
What to do here? I want to build a pyramid tile. So now these spots right here, what they do is it gives you a point, and then everything here for when you first put on there is considered having extra strength.
So you can place 1 disc and have 3 strength.
3, exactly. So I'm going to place 2, and that way I have 4.
Oh.
And that's going to give me 1 point. And jealous.
Next on the board.
And I'll build a pyramid tile. I'm trying to decide which one I want to build. Yeah. And so the pyramid tiles are also considered to have strength 4 because they're 4 spaces more or less. They are 4 spaces, and so
that's all getting based on how many spaces they would cover up on your board.
So I do have 4, so I don't have to pay the extra gold. You don't have to pay extra gold for that. Also, you can always turn in 2 gold as wood or stone. You can always use
a little bit
gold
of
as well.
flexibility there.
So I'm going to do 2 gold and a wood, and we're going to get a. Let's get a orange. 1, and you always get 2 points when you do that, when you build one of these. I'm going to put it right here, which is within my architect's reach. I'm going to go boom, and that now is going to score this one as well. And I covered up a blue temple tile, so I'm going to get a blue temple tile. Again, this has to go within my architect's reach, so I'm going to put it up here. And what that's going to do is that covered up the last spot of this yellow mask, so I will get this and immediately score these points. It's going to be 7. And that's another one for this one right here. And then I also will, again, get a blue tile. And you can see there are no more of these. We will refresh the buildings every round, but there are a finite amount within the round.
No
and that changes
for Michael, unless I covered up this spot, with my temple tile. I could get
I keep getting these blue ones, and I don't necessarily want the blue ones. Blue temples are great. Yeah, I kind of want these ones so I can get some resources, but I'm just getting this one instead.
Those ones are spending resources to get stuff.
That's true, but at least you're getting points.
Getting stuff and points and things.
Okay. And then there is no extra bonus action in terms of doing other stuff. And so I think I am done, finished. Boom.
I'm famished.
I'm famished.
All right, Nick, I'm going to go here to this middle. I'm just going to put 1 disc down, so I have a strength of 2. But I'm actually going to take an influence action first, because that's the bonus from the disc. So I can do any of these, but I'm actually going to do this one and make use of this bonus, my worship tile here. So first of all, it's going to score me 3 points.
Nice.
And then I can take any of the 3 size production buildings and place
From
it.
the supply
I'm going to put
as
a
well.
wood out. My architect's down here along the bottom, and I'm going to go like
back up.
so. Just load it up with wood because I don't have any to this point because I decided in the last turn to not. So I'm going to plop some wood down. We got cords of wood for sale. Winter's coming.
Cords of wood for sale. Whoops. What's up, Time Roller?
No, Tom Roll. Hit on that whoops.
Get him at that whoops.
Alrighty. So I've got a bunch of wood now. And then now I'm going to purchase a temple tile. I have a strength of 2. I'm going to go for strats, engage. I'm going to go for this green one. So that's a size of 3. So I only have strength of 2. So I'll have to pay a stone and a wood and then 1 bonus wood. And I'm going to go wood.
Dumb guy move. Dumb guy move.
You ain't a dumb guy move.
That's
Looking
a
like a
dumb
dumb
guy
guy. And I'll take this right here. You don't make fun of me. And I'm going to plop it down over there, cover up some masks.
Time Roller, what are you doing?
And then I'm going to take... So this one I can turn in sets of 2 wood for 3 points up to a maximum of 12,
So you do
which
it
is
4
pretty
times.
sweet.
It's a lot of wood, but if you got straight up wood, like why not, right?
Or this, you can turn in 5 resources, any 5 resources to take a pyramid tile.
Which is also
I think I'm going to go for that and just go for that later. I mean, you're not going to be able to, I can't trigger it right now anyway, but
And these
maybe
worship
later on
tiles
I'll have some.
are one-time use. Once you use them,
this is done.
they're gone.
Yeah. So I can actually just pop this over to the side. Whoop. All right, that's what I'm doing.
All right, this one is 3 resources for any temple tile, which again are here, which is also very nice.
Pretty great.
Okay, so now it's me. I'm going to go here. So now Mikey already has 2 discs here, plus the bonus disc. So boom, I'm already at 4.
What?
Wow.
Oh, the my architect moves.
And I am going to get this one right here. And I'm going to flip, flop, and I can put it down here. I'm going to go boom.
I said the flip, flop.
I'm not gonna get
flip it and flip,
quite
flip,
as many
flop.
stone, because again, stone can't go in the pyramid center here, but I will get a decent amount. So we're gonna go boom, 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 boom.
Strats.
Mike's got the stratagems.
Did you get your 2 points when you placed this?
Yes, I did.
Okay. It's a reminder. Score 2 points.
Okay, and then I think that is what I'm doing.
Don't forget, folks, if you pre-order this game, get you some of them promos right now, boardanddice.com. Hit it on that webs. Me?
Yep.
Me? This guy? Me? I'm going to go here, Nick. I'm going to pump down 1 disc because it'll give me a strength of 3 because of the bonus, and I'll score a victory point. What I'm going to do, so I need to cover 1 strength. I'm going to pay 2 gold and a wood, then 1 more gold to cover the strength that I'm missing. So 1, 2, 3 gold. And a would you not?
Would you not?
Bam, 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 Margera. And
Sam's having a rough time, everybody.
he is. This is safe to say. I'm going to build a red temple tile, scoring 2 points, as you always do when you take one of these.
It's a pyramid tile.
Pyramid
Mike.
tile. I'm sorry. As soon as I said that, I'm like,
That's not a
right.
temple tile. Mike.
Pyramid tile.
Sounds silly.
I'm doing it because I'm going to cover this up and get a temple tile.
Blue.
Because I can't get one from the supply or from the board, so I'll get one from the supply by covering this up because Nick has thwarted my. Oh no, my life is falling apart.
Mikey, that's not what your architect is.
Because what I thought about, I was like, oh, well, I'll put the blue tile there. That's what an architect is. But this has to go over there too.
Again, the architect, it happens all, you're like, oh, is that what an architect is? Oh gosh. The
All right.
puzzle is really tough with the putting, you have to go over where your architect is, and they're constantly, they're gonna eventually come around, but
Taking
it's like,
green instead,
oh,
covering green because green is over here. Green is good.
green is good. Oh, yeah.
Score the
Tough.
2 points already.
Tough.
And I'm gonna do this.
Rainer, what's a
and-
good score in this?
Don't answer that question. That's
Rainer,
gonna be
what's
too
a good score in
heartbreaking.
this? I'm curious.
It's gonna be too heartbreaking.
Those dang bing bongs. See? And that's the best part about calling the architect a bing bong instead, is when you get angry at them for being in the wrong freaking spot, you can just yell at them and talk to them about how they were such a bing bong. Which isn't like really an insult, but like can sound like an insult if you like.
It's
bing bong,
versatile that way.
you know?
It's versatile that way. All right, I'm gonna do that. That means the architect is happy. All right, I've done everything else. Oh man,
Hurts.
it's just so
Hurts.
funny the way your brain, because you're trying to do like Matrix level stuff.
Oh man, the thing I wanted to do, I just realized is ruined as
I
well.
was
because
half true. I was like I gotta place my tile here. You're like, yeah, but your pyramid part, bro.
yeah, my bing bong's in the wrong spot. I just realized too.
Maybe you're in the wrong
For
spot.
what I wanted to do.
Why is the bing bongs in the wrong place?
Why is it always the
Maybe
bing
you're
bong
in the wrong place.
who has a big issue?
Good score is the one that puts Mike behind you.
That's
That's
true.
a good. It's you don't got to be a fast swimmer. You just got to be faster than your friends when the sharks come.
That's true. Oh man. Okay, I should just wait and do that later because that actually is a good plan, and I should not just like be like, I'm going to do this instead. You know.
Yeah, I do know.
You know what I mean? Just like I'm just going to do this. It's like no, don't do that. Just do.
Don't willy nilly.
Okay, no, I can actually. Okay, let's do this.
We don't willy nilly it here.
I'm gonna go here. So this has 3 of my own discs. So now I have 4. So I don't have to pay any extra. I'm gonna pay 2 guards and a whoop.
Oh my god! I saw it go.
Solid guards. And then let's do what I think is gonna be over here. Well, if I do that,
Interesting.
then there's that.
Feel the energy.
I'm gonna do blue.
Feel the rhythm.
2 points. I'm gonna go here and get this worship tile spot, blam. And I'm gonna get this one right here because I think I can do that one.
Your boy needs stone, hey?
Me? Oh, you. I need wood. Wood is the one thing I don't really have. Is there anything else? Did you move your thing?
Yeah.
Because we're about to be in the same spot. That's weird.
But then after my turn, I'll be over here. It's fine.
Oh, that's right. We are on the same turn until you do your turn.
Plus, like if one of us passes out before the other in a round.
Yeah,
then
it will get started again. You're not always on the same. Okay, so that was that. Is there anything else I can do or want to do? I don't think I can. So I'm going to go boop up here. Hey, big one.
Let's see.
Now, I am out of disc. So if Mike is not out of disc at his turn, he will get to go again because I will have to pass.
I love it. That is interesting news.
Yeah.
I think what I'm gonna do is this. I'm gonna pop up here. That gives 4 strength on this stack. I'm gonna build a red temple tile, so I'm gonna have to pay 2 total stone, 1 for the cost and 1 to cover 1 of the size, and a gold. And take this, popping it over here. Wow. Wow. Like so, is my architect's up there. What do I reckon? I've got 2 green already, so if I get a 3rd green, I could potentially score that later. So let's get that ready.
Chopper Dan, in a 2-player game, there's 6 discs in the first round, but every round you lose a disc. In a 3 and 4-player game, you start with 1 less disc because there's more people out here building up stuff, so you don't need quite as many. Although the game goes quicker than you think, you're all of a sudden, especially as you're losing discs, the last round particularly, you're like, oh God, I can only do like 3 things. And so it gets tough.
All right, so they're over here now.
And you're up again.
Got one final action, and I think I'm just gonna go here.
Yeah, let's get a resource.
Gonna get a point. Gonna get a resource of my choosing. I think I'll take a stone.
Pop it down.
I could get a gold, actually. Let's get a gold. Plopping down a gold. And then I'm actually gonna take an influence action and get 2 small buildings.
Yeah, it is kind of like wingspan in that way, in that you lose one of your actions every turn.
Yeah. Let me get 2 stone buildings. Boom. They have to both go this away. I'm gonna go 1 right here.
Yeah, get a mask.
Get a mask. Which Nick already took the highest value one, so it'll only be worth 3 points. But I'll take it.
3 points.
Boom, 3 points. 1, 2, 3. And that's done. I'll hang out over here. And then I will just go. What's gonna be weird for later? That's all right. I'll do that and get 4 stone there, because all 4 sides are open. Stone, 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 stone. All right,
Nice.
now I'm done.
All right, then we're going to retrieve our discs and kill one of them.
No, well, that's the Teotihuacan ascension part. Should ascend to a higher plane.
And then this will go boom. And then it signifies whether you get one. There's only 3 rounds in the game, so it's
4 rounds in a 2-player game.
Sorry, 4 rounds in a 2-player game. That's right.
Depending on if you're playing a 3-player game, it's a 3-round game. If it's a 2 or 4-player game, it's a 4-round game.
That's right.
But in a 4-player game, you start off with 1 less disc, like Nick said, so it will
It evens out, yeah.
kind of all balances out. And Nick and I are fascinated by that personally. That's one that we would love to see, is like the math of it all of games.
It's like, oh, but in a 3-player game, you have to have this many. And this 4-player game, like, I just don't understand how you math something like that out. Yeah, so now, again, you always redistribute and reshuffle up the action discs, the bonus discs. So they're never the same, which is nice.
Yeah. Then I'll become first player here. So it just rotates back and forth or around the table if you're playing, obviously, a higher player count game. Okay, so both of these are the little bonuses.
That's kind of nice in that spot, though, because
2 points straight up.
that's one where you really need to have the strength, you know?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Okay.
All right, interesting mix, interesting mix. And again, those other 3 spaces stay empty. Okay, so my architect's over here to the right. Right. I have no blue stuff going on, and I think maybe I just won't try to prioritize that. Let's do. Ooh. Let's go for.
Good talk. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm all torn up.
Freak it out, man.
It's already starting to feel a little bit cramped.
Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, good gravy.
And there's only 3 squares around, and it's like, so it's like you're pretty limited in where you can actually build.
Think it is.
It feels big, but it's once you get 1 or 2 tiles in there, you're immediately like,
so big.
oh, thank you.
That is.
Thank you.
Do I scare you? No.
Do you want me?
Do you want me?
It's a weird.
What a
line.
weird. That's a strange line. Wayne's World. What a film. Cinematic.
One of the best movies ever.
Okay.
Your
You know
favorite
what?
Wayne's World quote?
I'm just gonna get it into gear here.
Here you go.
No, man, I'm really stuck.
Mike,
All
time
right.
crunch.
All right, you're right. What time is it?
It's
Oh, God, we only
10:18.
have 2 minutes. All right, I'm putting 2 discs down to have a strength of 3.
okay.
So I'm going to build a pyramid tile. I'm going to spend 2 gold and a wood for sure. And then I have to pay 1 more gold to cover my strength costs. And I can also do an influence action. Maybe I don't want to do that. I'm actually going to go over here, Nick, if that's okay, to do a bonus build. I'm going to take a red. I'm going to take a red. And I'm going to throw this red over here. Going to have to be, I can go, really, actually, any of the 4 here are all within range. So, I'm actually covered no matter what.
What?
I think I'm going to go for this one. I'm going to get 2 points for taking the pyramid. I'm going to cover up 2 points here and get a little building because I kind of am more concerned with space at the moment.
Yeah.
I suppose I'll take wood. And I'm not going to be able to place this in such a way that I can get the full use out of it. I'll go here and get 2 wood anyway.
Okay.
And then I can do a bonus build action. I've got a strength of 3, and I think I'll take this size 3 Goldie and get some gold. And you can proceed while I place this.
Okay. I'm going to get a mask here.
We all wear masks, girl.
I'm going to go here, which is going to give me 2 points for going there. Boop, boop. Because that's what the bonus disc is. I'm going to build one of these blue buildings. I only have 2 strength, and so I have to pay some extra wood, but that's okay. I'm going to pay 2 stone, 2 wood. Boom, boom. Get one of these. And then, just because I kind of got this blue area up here, so I'm just going to kind of keep on hitting that. And I keep getting blue buildings. I keep getting these, which I don't really particularly want. So this one is you count up the amount of stone buildings you have with orange buildings you have, and then you get points for that. So in this case, I do have 1, 2, I guess I only have 2, so that's actually not great. But this one can add up pretty quickly, so I'll get that one. We have a bunch of these scoring ones, a lot of which I don't know if I'm able to get.
Yeah, it's fine.
But all right, bing bong. All right, you're up.
Sorry, this person's down here now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, geez, I could positively cry about it, hey?
You go,
Ooh. It's a lot, man.
It's a lot, man.
I'm going to go here, pop that down, score a point, and get a resource. I'm on 17 now. I suppose I'll take a gold. Gold is good. And then I'm going to build a green temple. I only have a strength of 2, so I'm going to spend...
Man, tough.
Wood. Tough stuff. Because I have to pay a bonus, and then bonus wood, and then a stone. And I'm tempted because what I want to do is just cover up these masks, and I have to lose the gold, but I can get 7 points. But then also, I've got my greens and beans over here, so maybe I oughtn't. I'll just take this one right here, cover up most of these.
Mm-hmm.
Bam. And then I will take, what am I going to have a lot of, I think? I'll just take this right here. Bam. Okay.
Brandon said, I like how much crossover there is in flavor between this and its older brother, yet gameplay-wise, the two have very, very little in common. Yeah,
It's
100%.
a beautiful thing. I love that, little things like this where the victory point symbol is the same are make
it's
me
very
like
satisfying.
stoked on it because you feel like connected.
Me?
And the stylings and everything. Yes, sir. The masks and stuff. I moved up to there yet.
I'm going to go here. I'm going to get this one.
Do a really good job of making you feel Teotihuacanish while, like you said, providing a completely different experience.
Yeah.
There's no real overlap at all
No, not at all.
between it, but it's all feels familiar within the same world. I think it's something that's really impressive and difficult to achieve in games, and it's always something I really appreciate where you get a sense of world building. You know, in a greater sense.
All right, Mike, you're up. I just built this building right here.
All right, man. I'm now gonna go. Should I go? Oof, I don't know what to do.
We bad it. No cocoa. That's true.
No cocoa, man. No cocoa. It's the only thing we're missing. Just want some cocoa.
I know, right?
Can I get some hot cocoa, please? Okay, so what I'm gonna do is go here with 2 strength. And I have to pay 4 gold total and a stick. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4 gold. Because again, I have to cover 2 strength that I'm lacking in the wood. I'm gonna build a red pyramid tile. I'll pop it up here because that's within reach because it's straddling the center line. Pop that right there. It's going to give me a size 3 gold production building. And I'm going to pop this, again, kind of an open space.
Yeah.
Just have lots of gold. Gold, as you said earlier, you can spend to make wood.
Wild,
and,
yeah. Gold is
know,
kind of one of the best things to have because you can always use it for
yeah,
some
it's a
other
little
stuff.
flexible, right?
Yeah.
You know, you can always pay your way out of a problem. 2 more. And then the bonus I covered up was an influence action from here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to do an influence action. I'm actually going to chain together a couple. So I'm going to do right here is do this one, which gives me 3 points, and an influence action. Boom. And then I'm going to do this. I have 3 green temple tiles, so I'll just score 7 points.
Nice.
That's 27. All right. And then my architect moves. Beep. And give a heads up.
All right.
I really appreciate how your blue temple straddles the line so that you can oh, wait, never mind. Yeah, right at the start, I was like, look at this right here, man. I'm planning genius moves. And then
He
just
did
have
not.
avoided
He did
blue
not.
like the plague.
I'm going to go here.
I wish now that I had kept that open.
That's me. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to build an orange
But alas.
temple. So I'm going to have to spend 1, 2. Sorry.
I'll get there.
1,
I got 2 more rounds.
2, and I'll have to spend 2 more stones. So I'll go, 3, 4. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. I covered up this mask.
Oh,
That was why I put that there. So that's another 7 points. And so I'll spend all those to get an orange temple, which I'm going to put in here like this. Blam. And that will give me an orange. I think I'm going to do this one because I actually already have all 3 of these blues, and I need to actually do these, but I have them. And then I think that's it.
Okay.
Boop, boop.
Nice.
Okay.
For my last thing, I'm going to pop a disc right there. It gives me a strength of 4, and I'm going to build a red temple tile. Blue be danged. So I'm going to pay a stone, a gold, and then 1 more stone to cover the strength. Okay, I'll take this one. And plop this down somewhere in my city. Okay, I guess I can do that. I'm thinking in the moment about cover these masks, and I don't know if later, like this is kind of weird through here.
Right? If
Not my problem. That's future Mike's problem.
It's true.
Taking this, I suppose I looked at beneath, which isn't fair. Taking that, and that be that. Hey,
Okay. I have 1 more disc here. I think I'm trying to decide what I want to do actually here.
get wrecked.
Get yourself wrecked. I mean, I definitely could get 1, 2, 3 because I have no wood, which is probably not a good thing. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to get a point, and I have 3 because that spot gives 1 extra strength. I'm going to get this one, to which I could. What is the best spot? Let's just go here. That's a weird. Why should I do that? I shouldn't do that. Let's just go up here. I'm going to get rid of a lot of the wood spots I can put it, but I kind of want it out of the way because it's not going to block me.
I placed this so poorly.
Yep.
Because, like, if I ever get this, there's no way I can place it so that this scores for this.
Yeah.
It's very silly. Don't be better than me.
You could. No, you could.
No.
Yeah.
Because if
You can go
this
here,
is
bop, bop, bop,
here,
like that.
I could reach that. But I'm saying, like, based on the reach of
Oh,
your
I see, I
architect,
see.
I guess
Yeah,
I could
yeah,
do it
yeah.
if I'm here, I could get away with it. But
Possibly, yeah. Tough though.
okie
Okie dokie.
Not ideal. It's not the easiest way to go about this.
No, it's not. All right, we'll get our discs back, and one of them will again go away permanently.
They go into a farm, live out the rest of their days, Nick.
Take them out to pasture.
No, man. All right.
2 more rounds, but again, the rounds are quicker because
Ever
we just
shorter,
have less.
especially depending on how you use your strength. And I like that.
Yes.
It's like, well, you
You
can
can
just be
do
about
this if
it.
you want to.
You
but
can put up to 3 discs down at one time.
yeah,
But if you're in the
But at
final
this
round,
point, you're
that's
like-
your entire round.
you're
So it's like,
literally everything you got. Yeah, so it's kind of like, I do really like that. I like games where it's like you can choose to make this as strong as you want, but it's
Comes at a price.
gonna make you do less things, you know, which I do actually appreciate.
Future Mike might end up hating past Mike. Future Mike often hates past Mike,
Present Mike.
present Mike, and future Mike. Mike's a self-loather.
Mike.
This is
hates
why
himself.
Mike is in therapy.
I did not move this. Did I move this? I don't know. Yeah, no, I didn't. Because I put that one up there.
All right, your first player, Mike.
Okay, so what is... So I'm up here again.
Wouldn't be prudent.
Would be... So if I do that, I'll have 1, 2, 3, and I'll have
Interesting, so I should probably keep that around.
I'm going to go here. This is an extra strength spot. And I'm going to get... so it's 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do one of these buildings. You know what? I keep getting blue buildings. I just don't really want those blue temple tiles.
Get wrecked.
Sushi. No, you know what I'm going to do? Let's
What?
do...
What?
Oh, man, this is tough. I
It's
have
a puzzly game
I
where you
have
start getting
these-
to like,
I have 2 of these temple tiles,
Yeah.
almost 3 that I can score, and I'm like, I should score these because a big
Yeah.
dump of points, but like it just feels so like I don't want to just do that. So like, oh, I'll go here and do this, but I don't need one of these. So I'm just like,
do this, and you can do 2 influence actions. You don't have to do the top half.
I guess that's true, but I also don't really need the bottom half of this.
You don't. Again, if you do,
No,
see.
but I have to do it for the bottom. So
Oh
it's
yeah,
like,
yeah, you're right. You're
for the
right.
main action, you have to do that,
Yeah.
which is not like the end of the world. But it's just like, oh man, I will do that. So I'm gonna go boom. I'm gonna do this one and put a gold.
On
Now,
each
for
of your
these,
gold buildings.
You have to choose one of these, yes?
Oh,
You don't get to put one around everything,
that's a
do you?
good question.
If I have to do something, I'm choosing gold. But
That's a good question. I thought you had to choose one, but I guess I don't know.
I would assume you had to choose.
Add 0-1 resource to each of your existing buildings, ignoring your architect's
Oh wow!
reach.
So everything.
Everything
Okay,
gets,
so
but you only
that's-
get 1 per building, but that's great.
But that's still great because then it's like,
yeah, that's very nice.
because yeah. So each of your building, you put 1 resource around. Boom, boom.
So you kind of restock a little bit, new shipments.
Yeah, which is actually quite nice. Boom, and then I can do a second influence action because again, that was the bonus. I am going to do this one. I have, what is it, Matt? These are all like 8. So I'm going to do this one because I have 3 blues. Boop, boop, boop. Bam. Doesn't matter. And that's going to be 8 pints.
It comes in pints.
It comes in pints. I'm getting one girl. All right, you're up. Yeah, I'm like, I got to score these. Like I've been collecting them. I actually have been working on doing the things in them. And I'm just like, dude, you gotta
get wrecked. I'm gonna go here, Nick, which will give me a bonus strength and a point for the bonus. So I have 3. So I'm gonna go 1, 2 gold and a wood, and I have to pay a bonus gold to cover because I only have 3 strength instead of 4. Going ready, bye, baby. Gonna score 2 points. This is gonna go to the next level.
So now having them on the next level means they'll score more at the end of the game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that's your
Thank you
red
for that,
district is
Paolo.
going to be
I'm
pretty
going-
strong. Yeah.
I'm feeling red, man. I'm feeling Red Dead Redemption, babies.
Okay.
And that's it for me. Architect scoots on down.
So it's 1, 2. I'd have to go 3 and then 4 to be able to
Scoots
do.
on down the road.
I'm gonna go, boom. So that's 4.
That's a problem.
That's too bad for you. I'm gonna do a green one. Did you get your 2 points, Mikey?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 2 points for this. Nope.
Where's your architect at?
Bing bong's in the wrong spot.
You bing bong.
You silly bing bong. No, I'm still gonna do it. I'm just not gonna do green. I'm gonna do blue instead.
All right.
And I had to pay 2. But you know what? I'm actually going to do one of these so I can keep things because I can pay the extra gold. I have a ton of gold, so I'm gonna go 1, 2, boom, and then I'll have to do an extra gold to pay for the lack of strength. Now I'm gonna go here, which will be another 2 points, and I'll get a small building. Mikey, give me a stone building,
Small Stony. Baby stone.
and I'll go blam. And that is going to help me score my blue district. And then this, I will just... I don't think it really matters. So I'm just going to put it over here and kind of try and keep it out of the way. Okay. Go ahead, Mikey.
Nick, now I'm going to go here. That's a strength of 4. I'm going to pay 2 gold. Pap.
Oh, I probably should have done that because then I could have blocked Mike out of that spot.
And I'm going to get another red
that was
pyramid
so dumb.
tile, which will go down here,
That was a very dumb move by me.
which will give me a blue temple tile. So now, Rainer, I'll have you know I'll at least score 2 points. Because I can put this over here, and I'll have to cover up that mask. Ooh, get 9 points.
So that right there,
He's
might have
off to the races.
Like real talk, might have just cost me the entire game.
Plus 2 points for the pyramid tile.
Like you probably could have done that eventually, but
it expedited the situation.
Yeah.
I mean, I probably would have done that regardless and just spent more actions. So that's really where the cost came in, as it cost me. This is Founders of Teotihuacan. Oh, Panda, good morning. This is
Panda.
Founders of Teotihuacan, set in the previous events of Teotihuacan. It's by Philip Glauschwitz, who made mandala stones last year. I think it was the second designer, so I apologize if I can't remember off the top of my head. Yeah, it's awesome. So it's related in stylings to Teotihuacan, but obviously very different game. Same designer, yes, yeah. Okay, I think that's it for that turn. And my architect moves. So proud of my 1 blue building. Temple tile out here. I should take one of these. Take one of these for my blue temple. Blue temple.
Man, I don't know what to do here. I want to build another pyramid
Another
tile,
one being the blam.
but it's just not really going to do anything for me because the only place I'll be able to put it is down here. And the only point of me putting something down here is put a red because all my other colors are up there. So it's like, and there's no more reds. So that would be absolutely worthless.
Another bleep to the blop.
I mean, I guess I could do that. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So, well, but it's going to cost me 4. Oh, lordy. I have extra. I don't have that much extra gold. But then next turn also, like, if I want to be able to put a red here, like, I got to make sure my architect can get down here by next turn, which I don't know if they're going to get all the way down there.
We're gonna have 3 discs in the final round.
But if I use more than 1 disc, it's like that limits. Like I don't know if they're gonna, I don't know if they're gonna get all the way back down here again.
Composition, man.
Like I don't know if they're gonna get here again. You know,
that's very interesting.
And that is a tough sitchy right there. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna get a point and a resource, and I think let's get a gold. I think I'm just gonna do a temple tile. I'm going to do this one because I do have a big gold building and then a big stone building. That's going to be 8 points.
Love that.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Gosh, they're so...
It's tough. Really tough.
I'll figure it out, man.
Panda said, do you like Teo? I really enjoy Teo.
I love Teo.
I'll like this one, same or lighter? It's the theme is the same as Teo, but they do not play remotely similar. So it's whether I
is a-
like this game, I'm not sure because they're not
Yeah,
similar at all.
There's
in
no
terms of how they
direct
play.
comparison, I think, to be made necessarily.
It's just set in the same world. That's it.
But I love Teotihuacan. It's one of my favorite games. And this game is super awesome too. It's lighter than Teotihuacan. It's a super puzzly polyomino game. So if you like polyomino games, like you were kind of saying, and tile laying and stuff, like
Yeah, it's a
this will satisfy.
tough puzzle. Tough puzzle.
Yeah. Okay, man. I'm really like, that really kind of made me think.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna do this and go and get 2 points for the bonus, and I'm just gonna do an influence action. I'm gonna do this one where I put down a resource for all my buildings and sort of resource up that way, which is actually really valuable because you don't have to take up space on your board to do this. You know?
Yes.
It's very
No,
nice.
at first I was kind of like, I don't know if I'll do that one. And now I'm kind of like, oh no, that one's actually, I didn't realize it was everything. So I'm like, oh, that's actually a
Yeah.
lot of resources right there.
Yeah. This one I actually don't have space for, but I'll do these ones. Just a little hit of resources in my architect moves. Go ahead.
I think I'm gonna go here, and we're just gonna kind of like keep going on this blue district kind of up here. So I'm gonna go 1, 2. I am missing 1 strength, so I'll have to pay a stone. And let's go. I'm not gonna do it. So actually, I'm gonna put this in here. I have to get rid of those resources, but it's gonna cover up another one of this mask right here, which will be another 4 points. And then I will get another one of these tiles that I'm not gonna be able to do either of these. So I'm just gonna do this one because I am not gonna be able to get either of those for sure. Okay, I am out.
All right. I'm going to put a disc on that, giving me 3 strength, and I'm going to build a red temple tile.
Yeah,
so I'm going to have to pay
crush me with those reds.
1, 2, 3 stone total, and then a gold. And yeah, I'm just trying to lean in the direction I've been building. This is a spot I can go is right here.
Yeah, we haven't
Thread the needle.
Rainer, we haven't taken this rightmost one, which basically just gives you points straight up, and then you can switch out one of your worship tiles. You basically throw it on the bottom of the stack and grab a new one. Yeah, no, it just hasn't. I feel like we haven't been doing, like, there's another one of these with an influence action. I kind of wish both were out
I
because so
know.
often I'm like, oh man, it's like I feel like I want to build rather than do influence actions. A lot of the time, and so it's just like, yeah, we just haven't really taken it. Last game I did that like twice, and it got me a little bump of points. But yeah, just haven't this time. All right, Mikey,
Oh, man.
take back your disc. It's gonna be the last round.
Not ready. Not ready,
So
man.
again, you get rid of a disc in between each one. So now we only have 3 discs for this last round, which is pretty tough.
Yeah.
It's so harsh.
Ready? You restock us.
Yeah. So those are all the same. We need a blue and a red.
The rightmost influence action, especially if you bump it a few times, gets you what? 8, 14, 18, 20 points?
Yeah, it's a lot.
Can really get
It
you.
can be a lot.
Yeah, Ray says if you do it, you get 20 points, which is often about 20 to 25% of your final score.
Yeah.
pretty significant.
If you can, yeah, but you have to spend 4 influence actions doing it. But again, if you had like an influence action over here, you can just do it twice. Like, especially if you can do that a couple times in a game or something like that, then it's like really not bad. So as for what a good score is, round that last corner for 80 plus points. Okay, so you basically want to get around. I do not think I'm going to do that. And I definitely did do that last night. Last night, I got to like here. So I'm definitely going to beat my score from yesterday, which is good. But
I mean, I
that's
imagine
about it,
you're
I think.
going to do something in the final round that's going to.
I don't know, man. I only got
Do
3
you agree?
discs. Like, I really don't know.
I'm just saying, like, I figure you'll probably go here and build a blue because then that's going to really chonk up a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
Your
yeah,
blues
yeah.
are looking good, man.
The blues are looking good. Yeah, but your reds are crazy strong. Like,
Yeah.
way stronger than my. Like, I do not think I'm going to win. But we'll see how close I come in a second.
All right, so check it out here.
Ooh, Rainer, so my
folks.
daughter beat me handily with 112 points last time we played. Oof. That seems like a very high score.
Wow. That's a lot.
What are you doing then, Mikey?
Well, I'm gonna be crippled with indecision for sure.
Good thing we're not on time crunch. That's fine. No, we're not.
Oh, we got 17 minutes. Okay. I'm going to go here.
Yeah.
Get a point and a bonus strength. Just try to stretch what I can. I'm going to get a temple, a pyramid tile. And I'm going to spend 2 gold and a wood for sure. Got to think about this. And then I have to pay another gold to cover the strength because it's only 3 and I need 4. And I'm going to take a red, scoring 2 points like you do when you take those. Plop this down right here and get a size 2 wood production building, which I just don't think I'm going to get those covered, but I might as well try. So I'll go here, produce a couple wood. Bam. All right. And the architect moves. Shakes boogies and balls.
I might not build up my pyramid.
No? What are you thinking?
I'm just trying to figure out points wise what'll be more worth it. Yeah, well, I'm gonna build a pyramid, but I don't think I'm gonna do it that way. So it's gonna be a point, it's gonna give me a resource, I'm just gonna gold.
Rare says, talking about getting beat by his daughter,
One.
says, that's what happens when you have 8 temples being worth 7 points each for the final scoring. Not sure how she pulled that one off, but
Yeah,
did it fair and square.
that's pretty intense.
9 points each. Oh, geez Louise.
Yeah, turn a bunch of gold and this. I'm gonna get a green
So I'm
one.
hoping to do with my wall of red over here. It's just sort of get to, you know.
I'm actually gonna put this here, which will immediately give me a green temple. And I'm gonna put that green temple in here.
Nice.
And the main reason I want to do that is because then I can score this one, which will give me 9 points because I needed a green temple to do that.
Right.
So it's actually gonna be 2 points here plus 9, and that's gonna be more than the 9 points I would get for putting that one up here. So it actually, I think, is worth more points, not to min-max too much. Boom.
Are we min-maxing?
Oh, we min-maxing.
Speaking of that, I'm going to do this. I'm going to get a point and a resource. I'm going to get a gold. And I'm going to take this influence action, and I'm going to score this, which gives me 3 points. 1, 2, 3, and get an influence action. And I'm going to do this one, where I'm going to multiply my wood production buildings versus my green temples. I've got 3 wood, 3 temples, which brings me to the max of 9 points.
9 points.
Boom. So I'll do that. And then they move. Hang on then. Nick just hit.
I don't know.
Galactic strat.
Well, I just
mode.
realized that if I go over here, I can actually score this one, which is worth more. So I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna do this influence action before I do this one. And I'm gonna get 2 small buildings. Let's go ahead and get, does it matter? It does.
Jug says, why the other side doesn't get wood, Mike? Which side? What? Who to what?
Who to what?
Is that my other side when I built this over here? It's because they were filled in. They weren't empty spaces. I think that's maybe what you're referencing. Otherwise, I don't know. Maybe I made a boo-boo. I'm not sure.
All right, then for the bonus influence action, I'm going to turn into worship power. I now have 5 single buildings.
Oh, snap.
Which is 12. I realized I was like, oh,
That's huge.
if I go here and do this double influence action, I can do both. 60. Again, I think I got 59 points last time. So I literally have already beaten my score last time, which is good. So that makes me feel slightly better. Okay, and that is it. Oh, man.
For my final trick, I'm going to go up here. Got a size 3, so I'm going to pay 1, 2, 3 gold and a wood total to build a final pyramid tile. I'm going to build this one, scoring 2 points like you do. I'm going to pop this up here. Bam.
Wow. Holy crap.
Like so.
Ooh,
And
not
screw it up
feeling
here.
confident.
I mean, I'm 6 points ahead of you at this moment.
Yeah, but
so
you're
it's
gonna
not-
have
it's pretty
a
even,
lot
Steven,
more.
going into final scoring. I do feel good about my final scoring.
Yeah, and I'm gonna pull ahead of you a little bit more right now, but I don't think that's gonna undo. So I'm gonna do this. This one is a bonus build. I am going to do the influence action first. I guess I could do either of these. They're both going to be worth 9 points. It doesn't really matter. So I'll just do that one, which will be worth 9 points. Hilarious score.
Hilarious amount of points he has.
And then for this build, I'm gonna build another temple, which will be good. So I'm gonna do one, boom, and I'm missing 2 strengths. So I'll have to do 2 more stone, but that's actually a good turn
Because
because I
you're
can
going to
do.
build it along the bottom. Oh, going red?
Yeah, because I have red here. I wish I could fit it somewhere in here to get both
Yeah.
of them, but I'm not gonna be able to. So I'll just go here. I'm not
There's
gonna do
Nick, if you want, I can turn off the stream just before final
I would
scoring.
love if you had a technical difficulty.
Make sure you feel better about the outcome.
I would love a technical difficulty. Okay, and then boom, and I think that's all.
All right. Well,
Okay.
hey, time to finally score this game. So this is now where we're going to take a look at what we've built up in our pyramid and multiply it times the temple tile. So any of the pyramid buildings along the bottom, so I have like 2 up on this other level. Basically, if in their little zone that they are influencing, these middle ones influence 2 zones, these ones are only in 1 quadrant. If there's any matching temple tiles, they'll be worth 2 points apiece.
Let me go first, Mikey,
let's
and
let
that
Nick
way
go
you
first.
can smash Hulk smash. Because I am exactly 2 points ahead of Mike right now, and he has better final score than me. So
You're 3 points ahead, man. I got 66.
oh, fine, 66. But okay, so you'll see how it goes here. So basically, let's start up here in this quadrant. So I have 1 green pyramid. I have 1 green temple. This pyramid on the bottom level. So this is going to be 2 points per green temple in this region. There's only 1, so it's going to be worth 2 points. Boop, boop. Then let's go ahead and score this one right here. So this one right here is in both. It'll only really count for this, but so then it has 2 points per blue tile. There's 1, 2, 3 in here, so that's gonna be 6 points for this tile, which is good. Well, I'm gonna get past the 80 mark, so at least I had an okay score. All right, now we'll go up here. So this one is actually in both. So
Yeah, so all of
so
them
this is gonna
score.
be 2. So this is gonna be 2, 4, 6, 8. But because it's in both, it scores for both regions. So these are both gonna score again. So it'll be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12
Oh,
for
snap.
that one.
Nice.
Now this one will score. Is this in both? It is in both. So this one will score 2, 4, 6 for that one. Wait,
I think you're on 11.
yeah, 6 for that one. Boom. And then down here, there's no green in this area. That was again, I put that one down first in the very beginning of the game. Didn't do anything with it.
Barely got
Classic.
something for that.
So I'm going to this red one. This red one, these 2 reds are in the same region, so it's going to be 4 points. Boom. And then this one right here has 3 reds in it, so that's going to be worth 6 points. And I think that's it.
I mean, it's 107, man. You definitely.
I'll take
blasted up
107.
on it. You doubled up on
I
your last
literally
game.
almost doubled my score from last game, so that's definitely good.
Look at this guy. Look at the score. Huh? Shoot.
I'll take 107. I feel like that's much, much better. And now Mike's turn.
All right. So let's just start, I guess, over here with my blue, my measly blue too. So
Measly
I've got
blue.
a blue, which is in both zones here, but there's only 1 blue temple in my whole board, let alone this half. So it's 2 points.
Let's go.
And then let's go
To the green before the red horde.
Yeah, let's do this green. So this green up here has got 1 guy sitting there, so that's 2 points. This green has got 1, 2, 3, so that's 2, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then this one up here is pointing to everything over here. It's all in this quadrant, but there are 3 of them in there, and they're worth 3 points apiece. That's gonna be 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So those are those greens. And now to the reds. The rest
Here
of
we
my
go.
game is reds.
Here we go.
So this one is in both zones. And on the left zone, this one ekes over there. So it's 2 points for that. But in the right zone, so this one right here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that are in there. So it's going to be on 17.
Oh, man. That's only one of those tiles. Oh, my
This
gosh.
one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as well. So that's going to be 10 more. Whoop.
Okay, Mike and I are tied. And that's it.
It's a
That's
good
the
game,
stream,
everybody.
fam.
Thanks for
We'll see
coming
you
down.
later, you know?
This one up here is going to be everything that's into this quadrant, which is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 times 3 is 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 42.
Jeez.
This one right here is in both of these. So it's going to be
Another
1,
10.
2, 3, 4,
Oh
5
my
is 10.
gosh.
Boom. This one right here is where it gets less rad. is going to be just 1, 2. So it's going to be
Darn.
4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And this one right here is going into both areas, so it'll count those ones again. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Wow.
Which 80 and 60
140?
brings me to a clean 1, 4.
That's got to be a really good score,
0,
right?
140.
I had an okay score.
Ooh.
Mike had 140. Holy crap. Yeah, that's an insane score. Yeah, this right here, it goes to show like what each of those can do. That's what I was starting to try to do down here, and I just never got to the point where I can get a third. Either my archery was the wrong spot, or you would take both of these
Just keeping score. Get track.
before I could get in here. And that's what I was trying to basically do, a similar thing right here. I just couldn't. It was just never, yeah.
I took out my anger for you smashing me in Boone Lake last night.
Yeah, but you also
so-
smashing this first, so. Mikey,
Nah, the first one was that much of a smashing.
for me it was. You and Karen are pretty close. I was not close to either. of
Okay,
you.
fair enough.
But I destroyed Mike and Boone Lake. So it worked
Yeah,
out.
he made up. 140 to what? 107? Yeah. No, sorry.
Yeah, no,
no,
107.
Yeah, 107.
Yeah, 107. And 107 is still a good score. So
Dude,
I'm
it's a great score.
But yeah, that is Founders of Teotihuacan.
Boom.
Super, super cool. Yeah, a lot of stuff. I really wish I could have done more of these. I wouldn't have, obviously I wouldn't have won, but it would have helped a little bit. But yeah,
It's nice to be able to these. You shouldn't underestimate the value of these and doing these influence actions. Because I know, obviously you want to put tiles on the board, so you think like, gotta build. These, I feel like we use better than we ever have before, especially like, let's restock some buildings because I don't want to take up space because you want
yeah,
temple tiles ultimately on there because that's what's actually valuable
Yeah,
at the end
yeah,
of the game. And if you bump up this, you can swap things out for stuff that you've already met. You're like, well, I already have that or whatever, and you get up to 20 points that way. It's like, well, that's pretty great. So
yeah,
I don't think those are to be underestimated.
yeah. They are. They
The
are.
value, the vastness, and the value.
All right, everybody. Well, that is Founders of Teotihuacan. Again, check it out if you get it right now or pre-order.
Yeah,
it.
you can pre-order on board&dice.com right now. And
You will get a promo
get a promo
of us.
action tiles,
So
man.
keep promising
Even
it's a
more
promo of
variety
us.
right here with these, which is one of
Which
my
is-
favorite parts of the game. I love
yes.
the bonuses.
Yeah, the action selection system is very cool in terms of the way it works. It's just like very tough, especially this last round where I'm like, I need to do
Right.
one thing each thing so I can extend my turn as long as possible.
Just like that.
Ooh,
Nothing was ever
easy.
here. Woo.
And again, the opposite sides of these are a bit different.
The
too.
bonuses and stuff in the middle there are different, which is kind of cool.
Yeah,
Might
yeah.
give you a bit of a different direction. That's going to be it for us. Like we said, everybody, thanks so much. Do hang out. Stay right here for more awesome stuff from Board and Dice all day long. Great things coming up. We will see you all real soon. If you are new to us, again, we're the Brothers Murph. We have
We
our own
are.
channel right here on Twitch. Go ahead and give us a follow at the Brothers
We'll
Murph.
be streaming tomorrow morning.
We'll be streaming tomorrow morning, working on our shelves over here, reorganizing our game shelves and stuff, and having people adopt them, which is gonna be really fun.
Yeah, it'll be a really good
Come on
time.
down for that.
Come on down.
If there's nothing else, Nick, anything else?
I think
Anything
that's
else?
it. That's
Last
it. Thank you
thoughts,
so much for
final
being here.
thoughts. All right.
Enjoy Board and Dice Con and have a good one.
Have a great time, everybody. Bye-bye.